little bit of old school baseball. Major League Baseball and NBC theme is in your ears while we get ready for some baseball. Stand by. And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Snowman Sunday Afternoon Baseball. Some alternative play-by-play for baseball. And my name is Brian Snow. Hope that you enjoy it as we enjoy bringing it to you. As I'm getting my monitor adjusted here, I have my viewing monitor over here to my left to catch the game. Lineups are done. My wife just gave me some wonderful lasagna for lunch. So I am fully prepared and fully ready, and something I'm going to do that a lot of people won't do is I have also a radio station, two of my own radio stations where I can stream this, so the folks can pick it up audibly via radio.net and via TuneIn. Just search Snowman Multimedia Sports Radio, and that's where you will have and find the call. And we got a couple comments in already. Adam Pena joining us, looking forward to hearing the action. Thank you. And Mickey Delaney joining us from the Pacific Northwest out in Washington. He says, afternoon, Brian, let's go. And we are just about set to go. We got about 5 minutes left, before the first pitch of this afternoon's game. And David St. Dennis of the David 3000 Network has joined as well. And I have to give a shout to my absolutely fabulous executive producer in Cole Johnson, who put the intro together. And I got to say thank you for that. And waiting on the feed to come in. And there it is. And I want this one. I want to get this one and see how it goes. If you like the content, you can donate to the stream via super chats because channels monetize, or you can donate through Cash App. The tag you need is Tallman Dr. K50. You can also become a member of the Snowman Army via Patreon, patreon.com/SDM Sports Radio Network, although that is going to change. And that will probably change tonight. So I will alert everybody that is already subscribed. And I do have a few subscribers, but want to get more. Guess what's the second best record in baseball, says Sharif. I believe that would be the Baltimore Orioles. And they are having an absolutely incredible season. Incredible. And we are just about 3 minutes away from first pitch. I will give you let's get the lineups here. For the Astros, leading off the second baseman, Mauricio Dubon. Corey Julks bats second out in left field. Kyle Tucker bats third. He's in right field. Alex Bregman, who has a home run in 3 consecutive games, he'll bat in the cleanup spot at third base. Jose Abreu bats fifth. He's the DH. Bly Madris bats sixth. He's at first base. Chas McCormick bats seventh. He's in center field. Yanier Diaz bats eighth. He'll catch. And Jeremy Pena bats ninth. And he is at shortstop. Through the lineup again, Dubon, Julks, Tucker, Bregman, Abreu, the DH, Madris, McCormick, Diaz, and Pena. That's your Houston batting order. And they come in with a record of 55 and 44. Second in the American League West. And I still feel they're going to go on a serious run and claim the American League West over the Texas Rangers. Everybody's ballyhooing about the Rangers, and I got no qualms with that. But to be the champs, you got to beat the champs. Right now, the West Division champs are still the Houston Astros until someone beats them. Well, Texas has been unbeaten them. We'll see what happens down the stretch. Here we go with the Athletics defense. Tony Kemp is in left field. J.J. Bleday is in center. Cody Thomas is in right. Around the horn, third to first. Jace Peterson at third. Aledmus Diaz at short. Zach Geloff at second. Seth Brown at first base. Tyler Soderstrom behind the plate. And he'll face the right-handed pitching of Luis Medina, who comes in with a record of 3-7 on the year with a .579 ERA. There's your lineups for the top of the first, and we're just about set to get started as the game is in Oakland, California at the Oakland Coliseum, which prompts the first question for the fans. Do y'all think this is the last year for the Oakland Athletics? Now, the Astros are playing this without two of their biggest hitters in the lineup, Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez. Those two big bats are not in the lineup this afternoon. Alex Bregman, as mentioned, has a home run in 3 consecutive games. He'll try to make it 4 here this afternoon as the Astros look to take 3 out of 4 from the Astros last night. Lineup again for the Astros. Mauricio Dubon leads off at second. Corey Julks bats second and left. Kyle Tucker bats third and right. Alex Bregman in the cleanup spot at third base. Jose Abreu bats fifth. He's the DH. Bly Madris bats sixth at first base. Chas McCormick hitting seventh in center field. Yanier Diaz bats eighth and he'll catch. And Jeremy Pena bats ninth. He's the shortstop. Luis Medina on the mound for the Athletics. White tops, white bottoms, Kelly green numbers trimmed in gold. 3-7 on the year with a 5.79 ERA. He has walked 33, struck out 64. In his last 3 games, he is 2-0 with a 2.70 ERA. This is his 14th appearance and his 10th start of the season. Astros go orange tops, gray bottoms, blue numbers trimmed in white. And we're set to go as Mauricio Dubon steps in as Medina works first base side of the rubber. He'll rock, kick, and fire, and in swing and a foul back. We're underway at 4:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:08 on the West Coast. Dubon hitting at 270, 4 homers. He's driven in 26. He's 1 for 14 versus the A's. The pitch on the way, swung on, grounded to third. Aledmus Diaz with a soft toss to first. Couple of bounces, dug out by Seth Brown. 2 pitches, 1 out. And that'll bring Corey Julks to the plate as Arsenal has a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curveball, a sinker, and a changeup. And sometimes having 4 or 5 different pitches can be too much. Here's the pitch way outside to Julks for ball 1. 1 out, top of the first. As Corey Julks hitting at 263, 6 homers. He's driven in 30. He's 0 for 15 in his last 4 games. The 1-0 pitch to Julks. High and tight, 2-0 with a fastball. Julks, the right-handed batter, steps back into the box. 95 on the gun reading on that last pitch. 2 balls, no strikes to Corey Julks. He waits. Medina winds, kicks, and fires. Fastball inside, and the count's now 3-0. If you like the stream, don't forget you can make a donation to the stream to help keep us going. From the windup, here's the 3-0 pitch from Medina. That is a strike on the top of the zone, and the count's now 3-1. Houston loves to get runners on and just manufacture a lot of runs. Although this is a powerful lineup. The 3-1 from Medina, swing and a miss, and the count's now full at 3-2. Now, I'm willing to bet that Medina will come back with another fastball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the first here in Oakland. Astros and Athletics. Glad you're with us on this alternative play-by-play. And the payoff pitch, swing and a bouncer foul, third baseline. And we'll do it all again. Hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, share it to your friends. Let's try to get 700 subs before the end of the broadcast today. Medina waits. From the windup, the payoff pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul at 100 miles an hour out of play. Count still full at 3-2. If you're Houston with the good hitting ball club that you have, you want to make Medina throw a lot of pitches. 1 out, nobody on. From the windup again. The payoff pitch. Swinging a foul off to the right. We'll do it again. And again, Medina challenged him at 100 miles an hour. Kyle Tucker is next. Alex Bregman in the hole. And Houston would love to get some runs early. That has always been their mantra.
The payoff one more time. Swinging a bouncer foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And that got a piece of Soderstrom behind the plate, and he's limping. And that is probably going to cause a timeout, and the trainer is on his way out to take a look at him. As Soderstrom is down on a knee. Now he's trying to walk it off, and he's still noticeably limping. That had to sting, that foul ball. As Medina threw it 100 miles an hour, and it fouled right on his knee. Ouch. Toughest position to play in baseball is catcher because, as I've said a few times, they take a beating behind the plate. We're ready to reset here, and the count is 3-2 on Corey Julks. Medina is ready. The 10th pitch of the at-bat coming. The payoff pitch, bounce foul again. I'll tell you what, Corey Julks is making him work for the out. He threw 2 pitches to Mauricio Dubon, who bounced out to third. And now Corey Julks has seen 10 pitches. He'll make it 11 on this at-bat alone. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the first. Medina is ready. He works the first base side of the rubber. From the chest-high windup, the payoff pitch for the 7th time is a curveball upstairs for ball 4. And Corey Julks becomes the first base runner of the afternoon. Good job by Corey Julks, making him throw him 11 pitches before he surrenders a walk. Kyle Tucker now stands in. I think I'm going to move this over here and move this over there. Let's do that. Let's do it that way. Tucker hitting at 302, 17 homers. He's driven in 68, hitting 335 on the road. He takes a fastball outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Kyle Tucker, the American League leader in batting average on the road at 335. Medina's thrown 14 pitches, 11 of them to Corey Julks. And the pitch, fastball outside, it's 2-0. As mentioned, Kyle Tucker hitting at 302 on the year. Two balls, no strikes to count to Kyle Tucker. He waits in the left-handed batter's box. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. And the count's 2-1. I think Tucker was looking for it, but he was just a tad bit late. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, 1 on. Corey Julks is at first, and he can run. Now Tucker sets at the plate. And time called. Tucker digging in, trying to get that good soft spot as he is way back in the batter's box. 2-1 the count to Tucker as Medina comes set, and the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 2-2 with a fastball on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down and 1 on here in the top of the first. Glad to have you with us on this alternative play-by-play stream, and thank you, Ryan McCarthy, for the term. The 2-2 to Tucker, way outside with a fastball. And the count's full 3-2. And here we go again with a full count. 18 pitches so far for Luis Medina in the inning. A bunch of them went to Corey Julks. Kyle Tucker currently on an 8-game hitting streak. Eric Smith has subscribed. Thank you. The pitch on the way. Swung on, popped into left. Tony Kemp giving chase, and is down for a base hit. Julks stops at second. Kyle Tucker now has a 9-game hitting streak. The Strikeout Beer Podcast is with us this morning, joining us from Texas. Doing great, my friends. And Kyle Tucker took a curveball and lobbed it into left field for a base hit. So now the Astros have runners at first and second, as Julks had to wait to make sure that ball dropped. Here's Alex Bregman with a home run in 3 consecutive games. Runners at first and second. 1 out, top of the first. The pitch to Bregman, inside with a fastball and low for ball 1. I need the A's to beat the Astros for sure, says Rapid Dave. Hey, Dave, why do you need the A's to beat the Astros? I'm guessing the Texas Rangers have something to do with this. Detroit has beaten the Padres 3-1 as the Padres' season of misery continues. They're in the 9th inning in the Bronx as the Yankees beat Kansas City 3-2. Astros getting a bit too close to the Rangers. Alex Bregman at Oakland is hitting .440. He has 3 home runs. He has driven in 8. He has 11 hits in 25 at-bats. And I thought the Rangers had something to do with it. Rangers have had some problems with the Dodgers. Some? That's an understatement. 1 ball, no strikes to Alex Bregman. Jolks at second. Tucker at first. 1 down. Medina sets and fires. Way inside with a fastball, and it's 2-0. And now Medina is really, really shaken up. He's thrown 21 pitches this inning. If you like the stream, how about dropping a donation via Cash App? The sign you need is tag you need is Tall Man Dr. K50. Curveball strike on the outside corner, and the count is now 2-1. Bregman hitting at .283 against right-handed pitchers, only .171 against lefties. That curveball just nicked the outside corner at 86. And the 2-1 to Bregman. Curveball missed outside, and the count's 3-1, and Medina is pitching himself into a mess. Rangers head down to Houston tomorrow for 3 games. Yeah, Dave, 22 pitches in this inning. 23 now. Here's pitch number 24, and that's a strike, and the count's full 3-2 to Alex Bregman. As mentioned, Bregman has hit a home run in 3 consecutive games, trying to make the A's pay. Here in the first for Medina throwing 24 pitches. Pitch number 25 as Medina sets at the belt. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Bregman is gone on a strikeout. That's the second out of the inning. And Jose Abreu comes up. Good job by Medina with a fastball. Blew it right by Bregman. Bregman was waiting for it, but it moved on the inside corner. And that sucker did move as Bregman was nearly down to a knee. So now 2 out and Jose Abreu at the plate. He takes a fastball strike on the inside corner for strike 1. Abreu this year, .245 average, 8 home runs. He's driven in 50, but is batting .324 since the All-Star break. Hitting .407 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. That's way inside with a fastball. Counts now even at 1-1. About to go spend some time with the wife. Enjoy this Sunday a bit more. Have a great stream. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. And for those of you that are enjoying the stream, why don't you support us with a super chat or a donate via Cash App? Here's the pitch. And Abreu drives one to right center field and caught. What a catch! What a catch by Cody Thomas. He just saved 2 runs, possibly 3. Man, that line drive was dying fast. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left. Wow. Cody Thomas just saved 2 runs. Back with the bottom of the first, no score. right, we're ready to go to the bottom of the first. Hunter Brown finished his warm-up tosses, 6-7 on the year with a 4.26 ERA. He has walked 33, struck out 118, but he is 0-3 with an 8.76 ERA coming in. Tony Kemp leads things off for the Oakland Athletics. We'll get you the lineups in just a moment. Here's the pitch to Kemp, and it's bounced to first. Up with it is I forgot the name, Madris. And there's one out. Tony Kemp leads off. He's in left field. Zach Geloff bats second at second. J.J. Bleday bats third in center field. Seth Brown bats fourth. He's at first base. Cody Thomas bats fifth in right field, who made a fabulous play. Tyler Soderstrom bats sixth. He'll catch. Jace Peterson bats seventh. He's at third base. Jordan Diaz bats eighth. He's the designated hitter. And Aletmus Diaz bats ninth. He's at shortstop. Hunter Brown from the chest high wine delivers. Way inside with a fastball for ball one. Lineup again for the A's. Kemp, Geloff, Bleday, Brown, Thomas, Soderstrom, Peterson, Diaz the DH, and Aletmus Diaz at short. Get your Athletics defensive lineup in just a moment. Brown kicks and fires. Fastball strike, and the count's even to 1-1. Corey Julks is in left field. Chas McCormick at center. Kyle Tucker in right. Third to first goes Bregman, Pena, Dubon, and Madris, and Yanier Diaz catching. That's fouled at the plate. And the count's now 1-2. So Brown in a little bit of different situation from Medina is getting ahead of the hitters. He threw two pitches to Tony Kemp. He's thrown two pitches to Zach. He's thrown one pitch to Tony Kemp and three to Zach Geloff. From the windup, here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball down and away. And the count's now 2-2. And we had a recent subscriber, and I'm trying to find who that is so I can shout them out properly. And I don't see it. I may have missed it. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a pop-up foul. We'll do it again. I think his name is Eric who subscribed. I think so. Rangers and Astros. A big 3-game set coming up. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a fastball high and tight. 2 up, 2 down in the first. My pencil lead broke, so I have to use a pen now. He came high and tight to Geloff. And that ball had a little giddy up on it. 2 up, 2 down to J.J. Bleday. From the windup, Brown comes home way outside with a fastball for ball one. That's what you let the early innings, let the fastball hang out. And let the arm hang out too. Righty to lefty, Brown is ready from the chest high wine. He rocks and delivers. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And the count's now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. Brown is ready from the windup. The pitch. Way outside. It's 2-1. Don't want to fall behind any batters here. 2-1 the count. From the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and the count's even 2-2 to J.J. Bleday. Wearing the number 33 of one Jose Canseco. And I think he'll go back with that pitch again in the same spot. 2-2 the count. From the windup, here's the 2-2 pitch. Low with a slider. And the count's now full at 3-2. Bleday hitting at 208, 7 home runs. He's driven in 23. He's 0 for 9 in this four-game series. From the windup, the pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball into deep right field. Right fielder going back, looking up. That ball's gone. J.J. Bleday with a home run to right field, and the A's get the first run of the game. They lead 1-0. 8th home run for J.J. Bleday. 24th RBI on the season. And the A's now lead 1-0. Boy, that ball had some giddy up on it coming to the plate and had even more giddy up getting out. Tried to come inside with a fastball, and Bleday was ready. And he clobbered it out of here into right field. Now, you got Seth Brown at the plate, another left-hander. He takes a pitch low for ball one. 8th home run for J.J. Bleday. He's got 24 RBIs. There's a fastball right at the plate, and the count's even. 1-1 Athletics lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Eric Wallace with us. Good afternoon, Eric. And the pitch on the way is bounced up the middle. Great play by Pena. He tosses to first. That's in time, and the inning is over. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're done with 1 as the Athletics have grabbed the lead, just like they have a couple other times in this series. They lead 1-0 as we go to the second. We'll be back. All right, we are headed to the top of the second inning, and we'll have some trivia for you in the sixth, have our scoreboard updates throughout the game. And that's about what the only thing that we're missing. And they're showing a graphic here of make your case for the entry. Roger Clemens should already be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. Medina winds and fires, and it's strike 1 to Bly Madris, batting for the first time as the A's lead 1-0 here in the top of the second inning. Houston had a golden opportunity in the top of the first, couldn't take advantage. There's a fastball outside for ball 1. Counts even 1-1. They made Medina throw 24 pitches in that inning. 24. And they couldn't scratch a run across. And the pitch is a curveball strike right at the top of the zone. And the count is now 1-2. And Madris is looking going, that was a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, upstairs and outside. Madris hitting at $130 on the year. He's even now with Medina at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If he throws a lot more pitches, I expect the Astros to take advantage. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Madris is going on a strikeout. Second strikeout for Luis Medina. And Madris is now 3 for 24 on the season. 7th place hitter Chas McCormick comes up, hitting at .282. He has hit 12 home runs. He's driven in 35. He's batting .373 this month. Again, the Astros playing without 2 of their best hitters in the lineup. Medina's pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1. And McCormick tried to hold up, couldn't. Medina's ready. He rocks the 1-strike pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. And now Medina, who got out of a big jam in the top of the first, with a runner in scoring position and less than two outs. And thanks to a great play by Cody Thomas, who saved 2 runs. Next one, way outside, and the count is 1-2 to Chas McCormick. Yanier Diaz, the catcher, would be next. Oakland has retired the number 34 twice. The pitch on the way. Curveball inside, and the count is now even at 2-2. So good job by McCormick battling back even. Oakland has retired the number 34 twice, once for Raleigh Fingers and once for Dave Stewart. Wonder why Dave Stewart isn't in the Hall of Fame, or is he? The 2-2. Swinging a high, pop foul out of play to the right. We'll do it again. Count stays even at 2-2. We'll tell you the matchup next week when we close up shop here today. 2-2. Swinging a foul off to the right. No fly ball to right. Cody Thomas drifting back at the track. Under it. Makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. So 2 up, 2 down. Here in the top of the second. And congratulations to the crime dog Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland, enshrined into the Hall of Fame today. McGriff had 10 seasons of 30-plus home runs. He won a World Series with the Braves. Scott Rowland, 8-time Gold Glove winner, won a championship with the Cardinals. And that fastball is inside for ball 1. Luis Medina works first base side of the rubber. And from the windup, here's the 1-0. Fastball outside, it's 2-0. Yanier Diaz is your catcher in the right-handed batter's box. At 260, he's hitting at 262. 10 home runs, he's driven in 23. 9 of the 10 homers have come against right-handed batters. The pitch on the way. Outside, it's 3-0. Three and 0 the count. Diaz has thrown 42 pitches. 28 of them came in that first inning. The pitch is a strike. It's 3-1. We're in the top of the ninth in Minnesota as the White Sox lead the Twins 3-0. The windup and the 3-1. Swinging a high fly ball into center field. Tracking in his Blade. He's got it. Inning over. So that first inning, lack of runs may loom large as the Astros trail 1-0. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 in favor of the Oakland A's. And we'll be back, y'all. Ready to go to the bottom of the second as Cody Thomas, who made a great play, lines one to left field and down for a base hit. So that's how the top of the second inning begins. Second hit for the Oakland A's. And if you're Houston, you got to be mad at yourself because you had 2 runners on and only 1 out in the top of the first. Medina was throwing a lot of pitches. He threw 34 in that first inning, but Astros weren't able to take advantage. And you know what's the great thing about it is that Cody Thomas made a hell of a play in right field to save 2 runs. Here's Tyler Soderstrom with a runner on and nobody out. Hunter Brown kicks and fires, slashed foul to the left. And the count's 0-1. Nationals beat the Giants 6-1. Second straight day that the Nationals have won. Cubs lead the Cardinals 7-1. They're in the top of the 8th inning at Wrigley Field. From the windup, the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball, headed to second. Tag there. Throw to first. Got him! Did they get him? Did they get him at second? Well, we'll take a look. We'll get the official scoring. Yes, they did get him. That's a 4-3 double play. And are we going to have a challenge here? We'll take a look at it. Soderstrom with a bouncer. I don't think they got him. Well, it's in the book. That's a double play. I didn't see where the tag was. There's a fastball outside to Jace Peterson for a strike, and the count's 0-1. This is where the A's scored their first run, the lone run of the game so far. There's a strike with a fastball, and the count's now 0-2 to Jace Peterson, the third baseman. From the windup, the 0-2 outside with a fastball. And the count's now 1-2. Cardinals got a run. It's now 7-2. Phillies lead the Indians 8-4. They're in the bottom of the 10th inning in Cleveland. That's bounced out of play with a fastball. Yes, he did. He did get him. Great play by Mauricio Dubon. He tagged him in the back. He did indeed tag him. From the windup, the pitch. Curveball slashed foul, third base side. Peterson was waiting for it. Couldn't keep it fair. Braves lead the Brewers 4-2. They're in the top of the 9th in Milwaukee. Rangers lead the Dodgers 8-4. Bottom of the 7th in Texas. The pitch. Bouncing ball to first. Great play. The race to the bag is on. Won by Midris. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. After 2, Athletics 1, Astros nothing. To the top of the 3rd with Jeremy Pena leading things off for the Houston Astros. It's Pena, then back to the top of the order in Dubon and Julks. And from the windup, the first pitch to Pena is a breaking ball upstairs for ball one. Medina has thrown a lot, 45 pitches, and we're just starting the top of the third. 34 of those came in the first. There's a strike with a fastball on the outside corner, and the count's now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the third, 1-0 in favor of the Oakland A's. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and the count's now 1-2. 1-2 the count to Jeremy Pena. You know what? I want to add a scoreboard to this, and I think I have a way I can do it. 1-2 the count. With nobody out, nobody on here in the top of the third, and the pitch to Pena is bounced foul behind the plate, and we'll do it again. Or bounce foul at the plate, I beg your pardon. And we'll do it again. One and two the count, and the pitch to Pena. High and tight with a fastball. That'll leave the count at 2-2. Had him down early, but couldn't scratch any runs across Houston in the top of the first. That may come back to bite him. And the 2-2, swinging a high pop-up. Shortstop Diaz, Aledmans Diaz giving a look, makes the catch. 1 down in the third. So with 1 down, we go back to the top of the order, and Mauricio Dubon, who grounded out to third on the second pitch of the game. A's have 2 hits, the Astros have 1. As Medina from the windup delivers a breaking ball strike to Dubon, and the count is now 0-1. The 1-strike pitch to Mauricio is slashed foul to the right. And the count is now 0-2. Medina's thrown 52 pitches so far. I feel if the Astros can get in their bullpen, the A's can be had. 0-2 on the way outside with a fastball. And the count's 1-2. Support the stream by hitting the like and subscribing to the channel. And if you can make a donation via Super Chat or Cash App, that would be very much appreciated. 1-2 pitch, swinging a slash foul, third base side. And we'll do it all again. More scores for you as the Angels lead the Pirates 2-1. They're in the bottom of the second. Mariners lead the Jays 2-0. They're also in the bottom of the second. And Dubon swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Third strikeout for Luis Medina. Mets and Red Sox will play at 7:10. Tigers defeat the Padres 3-1. Yankees beat the Royals 8-5 in the Bronx. And the pitch is a strike to Corey Julks, and the count's 0-1. Julks walked his first time up. Reds beat the Diamondbacks 7-3. Orioles beat the Rays 5-3, and they claim that series. Marlins beat the Rockies on a walk-off 3-2 in 10. And the pitch on the way is bounced foul, first base side. And the count's 0-2. And the Astros are not being patient the way they should be. 3-1 now in favor of the White Sox over the Twins. Let's hope they don't choke away a lead like they did yesterday. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that will take care of that. So Medina gets 2 strikeouts in the inning, 4 in the game. And we're done with the top of the third. We go to the bottom, 1-0 in favor of the Oakland A's. Bottom of the third as Hunter Brown delivers, and Jordan Diaz fouls it off for strike one. Jordan Diaz, Aledmus Diaz, and back to the top of the order, and Tony Kemp. 0-1 the count. The line, the kick, and the pitch. Swinging a foul to the right, and the count's now 0-2. I hit that by mistake. I'm sorry. Twins have gotten 2 in the bottom of the ninth. They now trail by only 1, 3-2 against the White Sox. Hunter Brown is ready. From the windup, the 0-2 pitch, way outside, and the count's 1-2. The windup, the pitch on the way, swinging a pop-up foul. And the count stays where it is at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, the count. Dusty Baker and the Astros holding on to the wild card lead, but they would love to get the division. 1-2 pitch on the way, swinging a high pop foul, and we'll do it again. From the windup, here's the 1-2 pitch, way inside with a fastball. And the count is now even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the third inning, the windup, and the 2-2. Swinging a slash to first, off the glove, and into right field for a base hit. Third hit, I beg your pardon. Third hit for the Oakland A's. As Jordan Diaz slashes one. He threw Hunter Brown 3-pitch arsenal, a knuckle curve, a 4-seam, and a splitter. And now with a runner on and nobody out, Aledmus Diaz at the plate fouls one off for strike one. Third hit for the Oakland A's. They've hit the Astros 3-1. And they lead on the scoreboard 1-0 as J.J. Bleday hit a home run in the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and it hit him. Tried to come inside with a fastball, and it didn't work. So now the first 2 have reached. First 2 runners have reached. This inning brought to you by Fanatics. Go to Snowman. Go to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a real fan. Fanatics, officially licensed everything. From the windup, here's the pitch. Kemp bunts it up and foul for strike one. Now the A's have a chance to do some damage. Tony Kemp 0 for 1 on the afternoon, grounded out his first time up, and the pitch on the way is bounced to first, second, and they missed everything. Error on the Astros, and that loads the bases with nobody out. E3 on that error, and now Hunter Brown is in a whole bunch of trouble. A hit by pitch, and an error have loaded the bases. And went off the glove of the first baseman, Bly Madris. And that brings the conference to the mound. And now the infield will come all the way in because you want to cut the runoff at the plate and limit the damage as best as you possibly can. Batters are hitting .292 against Hunter Brown with runners on and .333 with runners in scoring position. So this is a big test for Hunter Brown. He'll work out of the stretch to Zach Geloff. And the pitch to Zach inside with a fastball from ball one. Boy, play, the Astros are in a mess. Nobody out, bases loaded. One-0 pitch, swinging a high pop-up foul. First base side out of play. That'll even the count at 1-1. One ball, one strike to count. Nobody out. The bases are loaded. Diaz at third. Aledmus Diaz at second. Tony Kemp at first, reaching on an error by first baseman Bly Madris. The pitch inside. They take a peek, and no swing. Counts 2-1. WNBA score, the New York Liberty defeated the Indiana Fever. That final 101-83. Final from Wrigley, the Cubs beat the Cardinals 7-2. 2-1 pitch, swinging a bouncer to third. They'll come home. Out there, over to first. Out there! 5-2-3 double play, and that is a big one. That is a big, big double play. Second twin killing by the Astros as Bregman fired home and Yanier Diaz fired to first. 5-2-3 on that double play, and now 2 down in the inning and runners at second and third, but you got to get through J.J. Bleday, who already has a home run in this contest. The pitch on the way. Swinging a high pop into left. Under it is Corey Julks. He's got it, and the inning is over. What a job by the Astros defense to the top of the fourth. 1-0 Athletics. We got some people in the Fanatics feedback zone. A Pizzle says, what's going on, Snowman? What's going on with you, A Pizzle? The great Wise El Jefe from the Stuck in My Mind podcast is with us as well. And a good Sunday afternoon to you. Happy Sunday afternoon to all tuning in. Cleveland has gotten a run. It's now 8-5. 1-3-0 for the Athletics. 0-1-1 for the Astros as we go to the fourth inning. A great double play by the Astros got him out of a jam in the third. And now the Astros offense needs to light up because you got a pitcher who's throwing a lot of pitches. And the first pitch is inside for ball one to Kyle Tucker. Tucker, Bregman, and Abreu, 3, 4, and 5, due up for the Astros. I might have to use my headset mic. There's a curveball strike, and the count is now even 1 ball, 1 strike. In fact, what I may do is switch mixers and then use my headset mic for when I do play-by-play and keep this as my studio mic. The 1-1 is a ball inside. It's 2-1. Play-by-play with JJ in the house with us. Folks, if you haven't done so, go subscribe to Play-by-Play with JJ. He does a great job in covering the Phillies. Let's get him to 1,000 subs, too, as well as everybody you see Stuck in My Mind podcast, A Pizzle 90. Here's the pitch inside, and the count's 2-1. Who else is here? Let's get Strikeout Beer podcast. Yeah, let's get him too. JJ says definitely not my best call, but I almost had a little burnout. I understand that. Way outside, and that's ball 4 to Kyle Tucker. So Tucker is on for the second time. Second walk issued by Luis Medina. He walked Corey Julks in the first. So Tucker, with a 9-game hitting streak, has reached for the second time today. And that'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate, who struck out swinging his first time up. And he takes one inside for ball 1. Bregman didn't show any patience at the plate his first time up. He's hitting at 251, 16 homers. He's driven in 63. Medina, first base side of the rubber, shakes off a couple of signs. Now comes set at the belt. And the 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. And the count's now even at 1-1. JJ says, I'm just so happy and getting these rips. It's a grind, but it's nice to just get used to this, even though I'm not traveling and doing interviews. It's definitely a stepping stone. It most certainly is. Bregman's hit 22 home runs versus the A's, and he swings and flies one to right. Coming fast is Thomas. Can they get there? No, it's off Thomas's glove. Thomas had it for a moment, ran into Zach Geloff. And the count's now 1-2 to Alex Bregman. Again, Bregman hitting with 2 strikes. That right off the edge of the glove of Cody Thomas. And a minor collision Thomas had with Geloff. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. A runner at first. The 0-2 to Bregman, way outside with a knuckleball, and the count is now even at 2-2. Good job by Bregman laying off. JJ says definitely a stepping stone. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Getting the reps in is huge. 2-2 the count. 5 on the pitch clock. Medina comes set, and catcher tells him to step off the rubber. Waited a little too long to get to the stretch position. 2-2 the count. And the pitch on the way outside with the curveball, counts 3-2. Yeah, let the pitcher work and wait for your pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, a runner at first. And the payoff pitch, high and tight for ball 4. As the runner took off from first. So now 2 on and nobody out, back-to-back walks. I think this may be the inning where the Astros finally bust through. And that brings a conference to the mound and also a visit. If you like what you hear and like what you see, you can drop us a donation via Super Chat or Super Sticker, because both of those are open. And you can also donate via Cash App, as the tag you need is Tallman Dr. K50. We're in the top of the 4th. Athletics lead 1-0, but the A's have something cooking. With Jose Abreu at the plate, he lined out to Cody Thomas in the first, and Thomas made a great diving grab, saving 2 runs. Now let's see what happens with Medina about to throw his 70th pitch of the inning. And it's on the way, and Abreu swings and pops it up. First base side, Soderstrom giving chase. He's got it. 1 down in the inning. And now Seth Brown fires to third. No one moves. So Abreu swings at the first pitch, pops out to Seth Brown, and that's the first out of the inning. You said something very true with getting reps, JJ. Here's Bly Madris. He struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Runners at first and second, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. The pitch to Madris is a strike with a breaking ball, and the count's 0-1. Madris in the left-handed batter's box. And the pitch is swung on and driven to right field. Thomas on the run. He's got it. 2 down in the inning. Doggone it. And what JJ said, what'd you say, JJ, is so important about getting reps. Just getting reps. If you love what you do as a play-by-play announcer, you just want to get as many reps as possible because you don't know who is watching and or listening, but you're building your own following at the same time using the Pat McAfee method. So Chas McCormick now stands in with 2 out here in the top of the fourth. And the runners take off, throw to third, safe! So Tucker swipes third base. And now the tying run is 90 feet away, but you have 2 out in the inning. Tucker measured it and took off for third and was able to dive in with a head-first slide. Good job by Tucker swiping third base. But now you want to get the tying run home. Not a hit in the inning, 2 walks, and then a pop out and a line out. And now you have Tucker at third base with Bregman at first and 2 down here in the top of the fourth. The pitch to McCormick is a strike, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. And JJ, I'm starting to feel the rhythm come back. Even though this is a weekly stream for me, it gives me time to rest. It gives me time to gear up, and having the lineups early, having the prep done early is so huge. The pitch on the way, swinging a bouncing ball foul, third base side, counts 1-2, and McCormick had to reach out to get that one. So Tucker stands at third, Bregman at first. Kyle Tucker swiping his team-leading 18th base on the year. Corey Julks is next with 15. McCormick has 11, and Jeremy Pena has 9. The 76th pitch coming from Medina. Instead, he'll toss to first to keep an eye on Bregman. One ball, 2 strikes to Chas McCormick. Another chance for the Astros with runners at the corners. They have runners at first and second with nobody out on back-to-back walks. And the pitch to Bregman, swinging a foul. The pitch to McCormick is swung on and fouled out of play. Count stays where it is at 1-2. Rising Rhino in the house with me. He did the Cubs-Cardinals game. Won by the Cubs by a count of 7-2. Chas McCormick in the right-handed batter's box. Tucker at third, Bregman at first, 2 down, top of the fourth inning. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Doggone it. Chance after chance, and the Astros can't take advantage. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. A's 1, Astros nothing on Sunday afternoon baseball. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and the first pitch is a strike to Seth Brown. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the A's. They lead 1-0 on a J.J. Bleday home run. That came in the bottom of the first inning. Brown is ready from the windup. The pitch is a ball down low, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the A's. No runs on a hit, and 1 error for the Houston Astros. The pitch on the way is a ball, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Anybody got any suggestions on helping me get this out there to the masses as we go along? Please drop them in the chat. There's a pitch down low, and it's 3-1. You'll want this inning to start the way the top of the inning starts if you're Hunter Brown. From the chest high windup, here's the 3-1 slashed out of play to the left. And the count's full, 3-2. See if Brown can come. Let's see if Hunter Brown can come back to get him. Pitching against Seth Brown. 46 pitches for Hunter Brown so far. And we're in the bottom of the fourth. That's just about the average that you want. 3-2. Seth Brown sets at the chest. Rocks into the windup and delivers. A curveball inside for ball 4. That is the first walk issued. First walk issued by Hunter Brown this afternoon. As we're taking a look at the Cy Young contenders, Shane McClanahan, 11-1. Felix Bautista of the Orioles with 27 saves. Here's the pitch to Thomas. It's a strike with a fastball, and the count is 0-1. I think it'll come down to McClanahan and Bautista. What do you guys think? They got Framber Valdez on the list at 8-6. Here's the pitch to Thomas. It's low, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is the American League Cy Young Award winner right now? I'd say it's Felix Bautista. With an 0.94 ERA and 27 saves, he's struck out 93 in 48 innings pitched. The pitch to Thomas, swinging a bouncing ball to second, short 1, return to first, 2, a double play. Third twin killing for the Astros. 4-6-3 on that twin killing, and for the third inning out of 4, a double play has emptied the bases. Here's the pitch to Soderstrom. It's low and inside, for ball 1. 2 down, bottom of the fourth, 1-0 in favor of the A's. From the chest high wind, here's the pitch. Fastball strike, and the count's even 1-1. Play-by-play says Framber Valdez is the Cy Young Award winner. It's close. It's very close. From the windup, here's the pitch. Curveball slash foul out of play. Soderstrom was waiting on it. He timed it right, but just hit it foul. And the count's now 1-2. I got a few pages to create on my website tonight, and I will be sure to get those up. 1-2, breaking ball outside, and the count is now even at 2-2. I'd have to say it's Felix Bautista. I mean, I love you, Framber Valdez, but an 0.94 ERA and 27 saves. The pitch on the way is inside, and the count's full at 3-2. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you love the content, and make sure that you follow us by hitting the notification bell so you'll know whenever I go live or upload. The payoff pitch, breaking ball inside for ball 4, second walk of the inning. See, that's what I don't like. You get someone down 0-2, you want to finish them off. And on that pitch, on the payoff pitch, Hunter Brown tried to get cute with a breaking ball, and he missed it inside. So now you got to work from the stretch again with Jace Peterson. now at the plate. And the pitch to Jace is a fastball strike, and it's 0-1. Peterson 0 for 1, grounded out in the second inning. Another extended inning of throwing for Hunter Brown. Astros have turned 3 double plays so far. And the pitch, low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Matter of fact, the last 3 innings, they've turned a double play, including one here in the 4th on a 4-6-3. So let's see what Hunter Brown does and the Astros do to get out of this inning. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2. Got him with a breaking ball. This inning brought to you in part by Fanatics, officially license everything. It's another way how you can support what we do at Snowman Multimedia Sports. 1-2 pitch. He checked his swing. They appeal at third. No swing. And the count is now even at 2-2. But yeah, I'd have to say so far the Cy Young Award winner would have to be Felix Bautista. Although it's rare you give it to a reliever. But he's been it for the Orioles. 2-2. Swinging a high pop-up. Into left field. Corey Julks is under it, settles under it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the top of the 5th. Oakland leads Houston 1-0 on Sunday afternoon baseball. To the top of the 5th with 8-9-1 due up. Yanier Diaz, Jeremy Pena back to the top of the order, and Mauricio Dubon. 8-9-1 due up for the Astros. They trail 1-0. A J.J. Bleday home run is the difference in the contest. From the chest high wind, the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1 on a knuckleball way outside. Yanier Diaz is 0 for 1. He flew out in the second, came into today's game hitting at 260. And Medina steps off the rubber and steps away. 1 strike the count to Yanier Diaz as the and they're still going in Minnesota. So Minnesota evidently tied it up in the 9th inning. From the windup, the pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball. And the count's now 0-2. Yep, tied at 4. They're in the bottom of the 10th inning. Next one, slashed foul out of play to the right. We'll get to our scoreboard update here in a little bit. 0-2 the count to Yanier Diaz, and the 0-2 way outside. The count's 1-2. I love what Fred McGriff said in his Hall of Fame speech. 1-2, swinging a high fly ball into deep left field, going back, Kemp, back of the wall. See you later! That's what we're looking for. Yanier Diaz with a home run to left field, and this game is tied at 1. A leadoff home run at that here in the top of the 5th inning. Big hit for the Astros. It seemed like they would not get one, and Yanier Diaz clobbers one to left field, and this game is tied at 1. Eric Kwan in the house with us, joining us from, I believe, Southern California. Hey, JJ, how do you like that home run call? First pitch inside to Jeremy Pena for a ball with a breaking ball, and the count is 1-0. Adam Pena says, heard the Yankees hired Andy Pettit as an advisor to Aaron Boone. About time. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball into right. Cody Thomas racing toward the line. He's got it as he just steps into foul territory for out number 1. That was a huge hit for the Astros. JJ says, I like it. Eric Kwan in the house with us, as I mentioned. Adam Pena telling us that Andy Pettit is now an advisor to Aaron Boone. I think Andy Pettit should be the manager. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch to Mauricio Dubon is slashed foul out of play to the right for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, swinging a slash foul out of play to the right for strike 2. So the Astros have tied it on a solo home run by Yanier Diaz. It's 1-1 here in the top of the 5th inning of a pitcher's duel. Pitch number 87 coming from Luis Medina to Mauricio Dubon. It's on the way, and it's tapped towards short. Shortstop Geloff up with it, throw to first, in time, 2 down in the inning. Great play by Aletmus Diaz. So with 2 out, it's to Corey Julks, who is 0 for 1 with a base on balls. And next Sunday, we may do Houston at Tampa Bay. We'll let you know what our game is for next Sunday. From the windup, here's the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play to the right by Julks, and the count's 0-1. Matter of fact, let's see if we can get a little sneak peek at what we have for you next Sunday. The pitch on the way, swinging a foul out of play to the right for strike 2 to Corey Julks. Julks is 0 for 1, walked in the first, struck out in the third. He bats here in the 5th of a 1-1 tie. Quan says just waiting for the trade deadline. That makes 2 of us, and that's a bouncer foul at the plate. And the count stays where it is at 0-2. I think we have Houston next week. Let's make totally sure of what we got coming up for you. Oh, 0-2 the count to Corey Julks. From the windup, the 0-2 high and tight with a fastball. And the count's 1-2. JJ always is asking me for some advice. You know what you can do, JJ? I'll tell you in a minute. Tell you during the break. 1-2, way inside. They check it first. No swing. Counts now even at 2-2. I might slip a game in tomorrow. We'll see. We will see. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. But 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We have a new game at 1. All right, to the bottom of the 5th inning in a 1-1 tie. Athletics have 3 hits. Astros have 2. Astros have committed the only error of the game. And it's Jordan Diaz that leads off, and he hits one high and deep to right. Going back on it is Tucker, and he missed it. It drops in front of him. Diaz rounds first, headed for second. He'll pull in there with a stand-up double to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Tucker had a bead on it and dove, but couldn't come up with it as he was about 1.5 feet short on his dive. And that fly ball had him turned around. And Jordan Diaz leads off the 5th with a double and immediately is in scoring position with nobody out for Aledmys Diaz. 4th hit of the afternoon for the Oakland A's, as they try to get the lead right back. The pitch to Diaz, swung on, bounced to short. And now they have Jordan Diaz in a rundown. He is tagged out by Mauricio Dubon, and that goes 6-4 on the force. So Aledmys Diaz on with a fielder's choice, and a great job by Dubon waiting at the bag for the throw. And that ball was bounced to short. Dubon was right there at second, able to run down Jordan Diaz, slap the tag on him, and 1 out to Tony Kemp. Here's the pitch, low for ball 1, as they took a peek, and they'll switch baseballs. Yeah, drink a lot of water, JJ, a lot of it. I got about 70 ounces here that I have for every broadcast I do, be it my radio show or my play-by-play. And the pitch on the way is low, 2-0. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the 5th inning. A's and Astros tied at 1 in the final of a 4-game set. The pitch on the way is swung on and hit to center field. Tucker is under. McCormick, I beg your pardon, is under it. He makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. Two down to Zach Geloff, who is 0 for 2. He has struck out, and he has bounced into a double play. And now the infield will retreat back to its normal depth with 2 down in the inning. Hunter Brown sets the bell, kicks and fires. Fastball inside for ball one. One ball, no strikes. Geloff came into today hitting at 258. He's 0 for 2 this afternoon. The pitch is a strike, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Something you can do, JJ, is let the listeners know when a pitch is swung on. I'll explain what I mean. Here's the pitch, curveball strike, and the count's 0-2. But yeah, drink a lot of water. As I said, I got about 70 ounces worth of water. 80 actually. Activity now in the Athletics bullpen. As Long gets up and throws the pitch. Swing and a miss! Struck him out, and the inning is over, and the A's could not get anything. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 6th. Tied at 1 in Oakland.
Yeah.
All right, we head to the top of the 6th inning, and the Astros and A's are now even at 1 apiece. As a pair of solo home runs, one by J.J. Bleday in the bottom of the 1st, and Yanair Diaz tied it up in the top of the 5th. As mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Astros are doing this without 2 of their major bats in the lineup, and we have a pitching change as Long delivers outside ball 1. So Medina's day is done. He goes 5 innings, gives up a run on 2 hits. That run was earned. 2 walks. He struck out 4. Long's pitch outside. And it's 2-0. Sam Long is now in. 36 innings pitched. He has walked 14, struck out 26, and lefties are hitting 200 against him. 31st appearance for Sam Long. And the 2-0 pitch is low, 3-0. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Three, 4, and 5 due up for the Astros. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch is a strike right down the middle. It's 3-1. Kyle Tucker 1 for 1, a single, a walk, a stolen base. Hitting at 304 on the year. And he's hitting 359 versus lefties, and he swings and drives one to center. Coming on is Bleday to make the catch. 1 out in the 6th. Now to bring Alex Bregman to the plate, who has struggled. He's 0 for 1 with a walk this afternoon. We'd love for him to hit one out to give the Astros a lead. Sam Long is ready, kicks and deals. Curveball strike on the corner, and the count's now 0-1. So, JJ, I understand your plight about being fatigued. Now, I stumble a lot more when I'm fatigued also. 1, curveball low, 1 ball, 1 strike. What I'm also learning to do, I like being excited, but I'm in a way conserving my voice too. 1-1 pitch, low, 2-1. Came at him with a fastball that time. So the first visit to the bullpen made by the Athletics. Bregman at 251 this season. As mentioned, he's 0 for 1 this afternoon. Long is ready. Rocks, kicks, deals, swing and a pop-up into center field. Blade coming on to his right. Nope, it's Thomas that'll make the catch in right center field. 2 down in the inning. Two down to Jose Abreu. We'll have a quick post game presented by SeatGeek after the show. Yeah, it is challenging, JJ. It is very challenging. But it's like you said, man. You're getting the reps in, and you're finding out what works for you, especially doing games like this when you're sitting in studio. Here's the pitch to Jose Abreu. He takes a strike on the inside corner, and the count's 0-1. Abreu is 1 for 4 in his career against Sam Long, and that one was a home run. He grounds one to second. Zach Geloff up with it, tossed to first is in time, inning over. So that was easy. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the Astros and A's tied at 1 on Sunday afternoon baseball. To the bottom of the 6th as Hunter Brown delivers the first pitch low for ball 1 to J.J. Blade, who is 1 for 2 with a home run in the bottom of the 1st inning that opened the scoring. Hunter Brown is in his 6th inning of work. Luis Medina went 5 for the A's before Sam Long came in. And the next one, a strike on the inside corner. And the count is now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Blade hitting at 211 on the year so far. Next one, line drive to right center field and down for a base hit, and this could be trouble. Coming in to cut it off is McCormick, holding Blade to a single. 4th hit of the afternoon for the A's. And the Astros have turned 3 double plays this afternoon. So the Astros defense has been on it. Seth Brown at the plate, 0 for 1. He walked in the 4th inning. And the pitch to Brown, outside, ball 1. Hunter Brown, as mentioned, in his 6th inning of work, would love to get through 6 and give the Astros a chance to break the tie. Next one is a strike, and the count's even, 1 ball, 1 strike. We have nobody out. We have a runner aboard. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play to the left. And the count is now 1-2. I got to start making healthier decisions because when you're sitting for so long, you got to focus on posture and exercise and eat right. Ain't that the truth? Yes. Yes, JJ. I have to do the same. 1-2. The pitch, curveball, slashed foul out of play. Count stays where it is at 1-2. One of the things I'm going to change, JJ, about my setup, when the time is right, the change I'm going to make is a better chair. But that has to come in time. In the meantime, I can indeed control my posture and my eating habits. And so far, everything has been good here. Next one, swinging a pop foul out of play. We'll do it again. Wife gave me some wonderful lasagna for lunch before I came on today. I've had plenty of water. I got to get plenty more. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have like a gallon sitting here with me. Next one, swing and a miss. Throw to second, missed it. And Blade will get up and head for third. Trying to get the strike him out, throw him out, couldn't get it. So an error on the catcher, Yanier Diaz. So a strikeout, a stolen base, and an E2 has put the go-ahead run at third base. Yanier Diaz came up throwing, but the ball got by Jeremy Pena in the center field, and Blade takes off for third. Hunter Brown hustling behind the plate just in case of an overthrow. So the go-ahead run stands at third with 1 down in the inning to Cody Thomas. And the pitch to Thomas is a strike, and the count's 0-1. Pitcher's best friend is a strikeout, and Hunter Brown would love to have a strikeout here. Any sacrifice fly with depth would get the go-ahead run across. Infield in all the way around. 0-1 the count. Hunter Brown sets. About to throw his 81st pitch, and here it comes. Swinging a pop foul out of play to the left. And the count's now 0-2. Yeah, thanks, JJ. I got to get a better chair, but I have to do it in time. I have to do it in time. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. Both teams today are combined 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Blade stands at third with 1 out. The 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 down to the inning. Second strikeout of the inning for Hunter Brown. And his 4th strikeout overall, and that's a big one, to Tyler Soderstrom in the left-handed batter's box with 2 down and a runner at third. See if the Astros can strand him at third base. Here's a pitch. Curveball bounced on the ground and threw for a base hit, and that answers that. Blade scores, and that error turns out to be huge. An unearned run gives the A's the lead at 2-1. So Soderstrom is now 1 for 3. He whacked a curveball up the middle for a base hit in the right center field. And Blade trotted home with a go-ahead run. So now the A's have grabbed the lead again. It's 2-1. And Jace Peterson, he takes a curveball upstairs for ball 1. 2 hits in the inning plus an error. That is an unearned run for the Oakland A's. They now lead 2-1. One and one the count. And the pitch on the way. Outside, 2-1. Now Hunter Brown and company just have to calm down. They trail by a run, but they've trailed by a run before. And Yanier Diaz brought them to a tie with a home run. Here's the pitch. Curveball strike, and the count is now even at 2-2. And Jace Peterson was wondering, where was that? Peterson 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out, coming in, hitting .216 on the year. Hey, what's up? Seriously, Larry? Pitch on the way, swung on, hit high into center field. Coming in is McCormick, shading his way to right center field. He makes the catch. And the inning is over. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. A's grab the lead 2-1 as we head to the top of the 7th inning on Sunday afternoon baseball. Ryan Madris will lead things off for the Houston Astros, who trail now 2-1 as they bat here in the top of the 7th inning as Sam Long rocks and fires, and Bliss drives one into left center field. That's down for a base hit. Hit number 3 now for the Houston Astros, and the tying run aboard with nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. Toronto leads Seattle 3-2 there in the 6th inning, and Sam Long is gone. So we got a pitching change. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is after this. Yeah. So Sam Long's day is done. He goes an inning plus, no runs. He has a 1 hit. Put that in the wrong column. Goose eggs across the plate, and Taylor Scott now comes in. 11 innings pitched, 7.36 ERA. In 11 games this year, he has walked 8, struck out 12, and Scott delivers outside for ball 1 to Chas McCormick with a chance for the Astros to get the lead on their fourth hit of the afternoon. I beg your pardon. Taylor Scott, the right-hander, digs in. He sets at the belt against McCormick, and the pitch. Swinging a foul at the plate, and that got a piece of Soderstrom again. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Soderstrom is really limping this time. He'll try to walk it off. Astros have 3 hits on the afternoon. I beg your pardon. I put this on the wrong side. Now the trainer coming out to check on Soderstrom. I got all the wrong sets in the wrong boxes. Dagnabbit. Okay. All right. I know how to fix this. There's plenty of space now. I messed up my scorecard. Dagnabbit. Top of the 7th inning, as the Astros and Athletics are tied at 1. Sunday afternoons were made for baseball. And they were. And I'm glad I took Sunday afternoons to do baseball. Although football will get cranked up here in September. And I plan to do a lot of it. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into center field. Camping under it is J.J. Bleday, drifting back, track wall, and he makes the catch. That ball started to carry on him late. So 1 down here in the 7th inning. Now to bring Yanier Diaz to the plate as they bat here in the top of the 7th inning. Diaz with a home run to his credit to tie the game. He swings and misses at a knuckleball outside for strike 1. If you like what you hear and like the stream, why don't you support it with a Cash App or donation to support it with a Cash App donation or a Super Chat donation. Diaz homered in the 5th inning, and that tied the game. Diaz lines one, base hit in the left field. Second hit of the inning, and now 2 on for the Astros with 1 out. Here in the 7th inning to Jeremy Pena. And if there's someone who is dying to break out of a slump, it's Jeremy Pena. Jace Peterson had to go off his glove. He nearly came up with that. So now Pena is up. Against Taylor Scott. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's on 1. 3 pitchers used this afternoon by the Oakland A's. Luis Medina started. Sam Long pitched an inning plus. And the runner at second is his responsibility. Pena at 2-14 with runners in scoring position. He takes one down low. And the count's now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam Long went an inning plus, as I mentioned. And now we're to Taylor Scott. Next one is a ball outside. I think I got these pictures on the wrong side of the book. And now some activity in the Athletics bullpen. Next one, way inside. Oh, they give him a strike, and Pena doesn't believe the call. That'll even the count at 2-2. As he grits his teeth. That ran in on Pena, and Pena had to lean back a little bit. 2-2 the count to Jeremy Pena. Go-ahead run stands at second base, and Blaise Madris. The 2-2 to Pena. Swinging a high fly ball foul down the right field line. We'll do it again. Pena is 0 for 2. He popped to short and flew out to right. Two balls, two strikes. 2 on, 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th, and Taylor Scott steps off the rubber. And that may have been a good move. Just about approaching the 2-hour mark as the Astros bat here in the 7th inning. Next one, way inside. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. So now each team has a batter that was hit by a pitch. And now the go-ahead, the tying run for the Astros stands at third base with the go-ahead run. Oh, did it clip his jersey? Did it clip his jersey? Let's take a look. Yes, it did. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning, and the Astros are not only trying to tie this thing, they're trying to get the lead. They trail 2-1 as Taylor Scott is your pitcher. Luis Medina would be the... No, I take that back. Sam Long is the pitcher of record because he came in with the A's on top. Mauricio Dubon at the plate, 0 for 3. In his last 20 games, hitting .303 with runners in scoring position. He takes a fastball outside for ball 1. As mentioned, each team combined is 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position this afternoon. Astros 0 for 5. Next one is a strike, and the count's even 1-1. You would love to change that goose egg with runners in scoring position if you're the Astros. And that, here in the second half of the year, has been their bugaboo. Infield up at the corners, double play depth up the middle. That's upstairs with a fastball, and the count's 2-1. Jersey still counts, right? Yeah, it does. Jersey counts for a hit by pitch. Dubon would love to come through. The 2-1, swinging a foul on a play to the right. And that will even the count at 2-2. Taylor Scott has thrown 15 pitches since he's been in. Remember, the Astros had Luis Medina throw 34 in the first inning and did not get any runs. Let's see how big that is coming up later on. Next one, swing and a miss, and Dubon is gone. 2 down in the inning. So he strikes out for the second time. And the bases are loaded now with 2 outs in the inning. Trying to fix this light over here. And Dubon was reaching for that pitch. Now that brings up Corey Julks with the tying run at third. The pitch to Julks is outside for ball 1. May have been thinking that was ball 3 to Mauricio Dubon, but he offered at it. Julks has walked and struck out twice. Love to have a chance to change that. The pitch on the way is a strike on the outside corner. Counts even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corey Julks hitting at .265. He's driven in 10 with 2 outs and runner in scoring position. Next one, swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2. So Taylor Scott, after hitting Pena to load the bases, He has struck out Dubon, and now 1-2 to Julks. Next one, low and outside, counts even 2-2. Let's see how much patience Julks has at the plate. 21st pitch coming up for Taylor Scott in this inning. He came on with 1 out. Scott sets at the belt. And the pitch on the way. Inside, and the count's full 3-2, and the runners will be in motion. And correct myself, Scott came in with no outs. The runners take off. The payoff pitch, swing and a foul on a play to the right, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Madris at third, Diaz at second, Pena at first. The runners are ready. They take off. The payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. We get a tie game. Madris scores an RBI for Corey Julks, and we are tied at 2. Man, that was close. And now you get Kyle Tucker. And Taylor Scott was not pleased with that last pitch as it missed. And that will probably bring about another pitching change. That's exactly what happens. And the runners on base are Scott's responsibility. We'll come back in 90 seconds to tell you the new pitcher after this. Yeah. Pitching change coming for the Oakland Athletics as we are tied at 2 here in the top of the 7th inning. And I realized what I did with my book. I was so excited to get the numbers right that I wrote them on both sides. I think what I may do is open the book and have both sides open. I know I have to get another one made for next year. Definitely do that. Kyle Tucker stands at the plate. With 2 out, the base is loaded, and the tying run is home. It's 2-2 in the top of the 7th. As Mole delivers, Tucker bounces 1 to third. The toss to first is in time, and the inning is over. Doggone it. Oh, man. A chance to really break this open, and the Astros couldn't capitalize. But they do get the tying run home. So, for the Astros in the inning, they get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 3. They've left 7 on base. Time to stretch as we head to the bottom of the 7th in a 2-2 tie. Pitching change for the Astros as Seth Martinez comes on. Martinez, 38 2/3 innings pitched with a 3.96 ERA in his 32nd appearance. He's walked 17, struck out 43, and opponents are batting .248 against him. Jordan Diaz will be the first batter he faces as we go to the bottom of the 7th, and the right-hander delivers, and it's grounded to third, foul for strike one. 2-2 tie here in the bottom of the 7th inning. I got a question for y'all. How should I do the score? You know what? I retract the question because I have an idea on how I can do this. 0-1 the count to Jordan Diaz, who's 2 for 2 on the afternoon. And the pitch on the way is foul to the backstop. And the count's now 0-2. Diaz has singled and doubled in the game today. So the A's led 1-0. Astros tied on a home run. Then the A's lead 2-1 on a run-scoring single, and a bases-loaded walk tied the game for the Astros. And the pitch on the way is upstairs, and the count's now 1-2. The windup and the pitch on the way is swung on and hit high. Shortstop going out. Pena coming in is Julks, and it's Pena who makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And Diaz is retired for the first time. And to bring Aledmus Diaz to the plate, he has no official at-bats because he was hit by a pitch and he reached on a field. Well, he's 0 for 1. He reached on a fielder's choice. My mistake. 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. And the pitch to Diaz is a strike, and the count's 0-1. One strike to count. Brian Osinski, a great friend of mine, and he grounds one to second, up with it, and the toss to first is in time. 2 down to the inning. Mauricio DeBone makes the play. So 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Coach O says, awesome call. Thank you, Coach O. Coach Brian Osinski, I appreciate you. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and to the top of the order in Tony Kemp, who is 0 for 3. And the pitch, he bunts one, and it's passed to second, and the throw to first is in time. He got him. What a play by Mauricio DeBone. Oh, baby. That went past the pitcher. DeBone able to field it cleanly as Kemp popped a bunt past the pitcher. DeBone able to get to it, and by a step, he's able to get him out. What a play. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. We go to the top of the 8th. It's the Astros 2 and the Athletics 2 on Sunday afternoon baseball. Back in a couple. the top of the 8th inning in Oakland as Mo delivers, and the first pitch is swung on and hit to center. J.J. Bleday is under it. He makes the catch for the first down of the 8th inning. And Alex Bregman is now 0 for 3 with a walk. Jose Abreu now stands in. And Abreu on the afternoon is 0 for 3 as Mo delivers. Outside, ball 1. They check it first, no swing. And it's 1-0 to Jose Abreu. Mo has thrown 3 pitches so far. Abreu a line out to right, foul out in the 4th, and a grounder to second in the 6th. And he takes one low, and the count's 2-0 to Jose Abreu. Oh, I'd love to see Jose Abreu get a hold of one and just knock one out. Astros have not led this afternoon, although they've trailed twice by a run and have tied it both times. Mole exclusively working out of the stretch from the belt delivers a smash foul to the backstop. And the count's now 2-1 to Jose Abreu. Mole is set. And the 2-1 pitch is a strike with a curveball. And the count's now even at 2-2. And Abreu says, I want timeout. Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th inning. Mole from the stretch. And the 2-2 is fouled to the backstop. We'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th inning of a 2-2 tie. 2-4-1 for the Astros, 2-5-0 for the Athletics. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside, and the count is now full at 3-2. Ball is set. The payoff pitch to Abreu is swung on and popped out of play. We'll do it again. Man alive, what a battle here with Mole and Abreu. 3-2 the count to Jose Abreu. Mole takes a deep breath, sets, and the payoff pitch is ball 4. It's way upstairs and outside, and Abreu draws a 1-out walk here in the 8th. That's the 6th walk issued by Oakland pitching this afternoon. Come on up, Lucy. My little puppy is looking at me. You don't want to come up? Come. Nope. Okay. I thought my little pup wanted to come sit in the chair with Daddy, but nope, she didn't. And now we have another pitching change. And I'm out of room. Mole departs. We'll be back in 90 seconds and tell you the new pitcher after these. Yeah. Astros and Athletics tied 2-2 here in the top of the 8th inning, and we are in the midst of a pitching change. And we will let you know who the new pitcher is in just a moment. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Astros. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Oakland A's. And the new pitcher is Chad Smith, making his 10th appearance. He's thrown 12 innings. He's walked 6, struck out 9. And he was recalled yesterday. And the pitch is swung on and hit high into left field, down the left field line. And that, Tony Kemp is under it. He makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. Madris is now 1 for 4. And that'll bring Chaz McCormick to the plate. McCormick 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He bats here in the 8th inning with the go-ahead run on in the form of Jose Abreu, who walked with 1 out. McCormick stands in. Smith gets the sign, comes set, and delivers. A strike called with a changeup, and the count's 0-1. We're tied at 2 here in the top of the 8th inning. We played a little over 2 hours here this afternoon. First pitch was at 4:08 Eastern time. Next one, outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. McCormick flew out in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, and flew out again in the 7th. He's hitting .368 with runners on base, 4th highest in Major League Baseball. Let's see if he can come through here. And that is bounced to 3rd. Diaz up with it. The toss in time, inning over. That answers that question. And McCormick is now 0 for 4. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning in a 2-2 tie. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning and want to thank everybody that has tuned in over our different networks. Seriously Larry, play-by-play with JJ was here. We had a great conversation. Adam Pena in the house, Eric Kwan in the house with us, and we have a new pitcher for the Houston Astros. And that new pitcher is Hector Neris, making his 45th appearance, 40 run and 2/3 innings pitch, a 1.51 ERA. He has walked 20. And struck out 49. A road ERA of 1.27. And Neris delivers. Fastball low and inside for ball 1 to Zach Geloff. And we have a defensive change. We'll tell you who that is in a moment. Next one, line to left and fair down the left field line into the corner. Geloff makes the turn around first. He heads for second and pulls in with a leadoff double. That ball was smoked down the left field line. 7th hit of the afternoon for the Oakland Athletics, and the Minnesota Twins have beaten the White Sox 5-4 in 12 innings. The season for my White Sox is done, and I hate saying that. The first pitch is taken upstairs for ball 1 by J.J. Bleday, and Bleday on the day is 2 for 3. A single, a stolen base, and a home run. That came in the bottom of the first to open the scoring. And now the go-ahead run and potential winning run stands at second base. The pitch inside 2-0 to Bleday. Seth Brown would be next. Two and 0 the count to J.J. Bleday. And the pitch on the way, outside, 3-0. Yeah, how about those Cubs? They beat the Cardinals again, but the Cardinals have been horrible all year. Something I didn't expect. 3-0 the count to J.J. Bleday. With a runner at second, and the pitch is a ball, and that will put 2 on with nobody out. So Hector Neris comes in, the hard-throwing right-hander. He has allowed a double. And a walk. Two on with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the A's are trying to get the lead and fast. And eventually pour it on to make sure the Astros don't come all the way back. Seth Brown at the plate. He walked in the 4th, sandwiched around a ground out and a strikeout. He's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Neris comes set and delivers. A bunt popped up in the air and down the third baseline, foul for strike 1. Astros have left 6 men on base. The A's have left 6 men on base. The Astros have left 8, including 2 in the first, and they left the bases loaded in the 6th with a chance to get the lead in the 7th, I should say. 0-1 popped up on a bunt out in front of the plate. Catcher throws to first in time. That moves the runners over to second and third. So a sacrifice goes 2-4. Runners now at second and third with 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and a chance for the A's to get the lead again. I thought they outlawed 12-inning games. Unfortunately, no. Here is Thomas. Cody Thomas at the plate. 1 for 3. The pitch to Thomas. Upstairs, ball 1. If you like what you hear and like the stream, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and support the stream with a Super Chat or a Cash App donation. We appreciate your support. The pitch to Thomas is a strike on the top of the zone, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas up for the 4th time this afternoon, singled in the 2nd, grounded into a double play in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. Astros have turned 3 double plays this afternoon. Next one, tapped out in front of the plate. Everyone stays put, tossed to first, it's in time, 2 down in the inning. 1-3 on that play. And now the Astros have a chance of getting out of this mess. And Thomas swung weakly, took a half swing weakly at a curveball. And Neris was all over it. Neither of the runners moved. That's at bat goes 1-3. And the pitch to Soderstrom is swung on and hit high into center field. Under it is McCormick. Right fielder under it. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. Kyle Tucker makes the catch. Wow. And the Astros escape. The first two were on with a double and a walk with nobody out. And the Astros do not score. No runs, one hit, no errors, and two left. All right, folks, we go to the money frame, the top of the ninth inning, in a 2-2 tie. We'll be back. We head to the money frame, the top of the ninth inning, in a 2-2 tie, and the Astros trying to get 3 out of 4. Here in Oakland, Yanier Diaz, Jeremy Pena, and the top of the order in Mauricio Dubon. I would love to see Dubon get a hit this inning in the midst of a rally. So let's see what happens. Most walk-off home runs among Astros all time. Jose Cruz, the great Jose Cruz, has 6. Altuve has 4, but he's not playing today. He's a swinging a ground ball to short. Up with it, Aledmys Diaz. The toss to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out in the ninth inning. And I bring Jeremy Pena to the plate as Diaz is 2 for 4 now on the afternoon. As Smith winds and delivers to Pena way outside for ball 1. Pena on the day, 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 7th inning, where the Astros had the bases loaded with 1 out and could not score. Well, they did score on a bases loaded walk. Pitch to Pena, bounced foul, third base side. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the ninth inning. And the 1-1 pitch is outside to Pena, 2-1. Two and one the count. With 1 out here in the top of the ninth. As Smith kicks and deals. Swinging a high fly ball down the right field line. Foul territory. First baseman giving chase. Can't get to it. And it's out of play. And that makes the count 2-2. Astros got 1 in the 5th and 1 in the 7th. A home run and a bases loaded walk. And now activity in the Astro bullpen may bring about another pitching change should the Astros score here in the ninth inning. The wind and the pitch is low and inside, and the count goes for 3-2. I think I know a couple of changes I'm going to make. From the windup, the payoff pitch on the way is ball 4 and the go-ahead run on. So that makes 2 consecutive trips that Pena has gotten on base through a hit by pitch in the 7th and a walk in the 9th. So now back to Mauricio Dubon, the top of the order, who is 0 for 4. Let's change that. The pitch way outside for ball 1 to Soderstrom, to Mauricio Dubon. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'll tell y'all a decision I've come to at the end of the cast today. Next one, swinging a pop foul out of play. And the count is now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm researching what I'm about to do now, and Cole's not going to like me for this change, but this is something I need to do. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Mauricio Dubon 0 for 4. Would love to get a hit here. The 1-1 pitch to Dubon is a strike. Throw to second, and they got him hung up. They got Pena hung up, and he's out. 2-4-3 on that caught stealing. And now with 2 down, Dubon down 1 ball, 2 strikes. And why Pena put the brakes on, but he saw that he was caught. He saw that he was caught. So now with 2 down and nobody on, the pitch to Dubon is swung on and hit in the deep left field. Kemp back at the track of the wall. See you later! Bada bing! Mauricio Dubon with a home run in the 9th inning, and the Astros lead it 3-2. That ball was scorched. And boy, did Dubon want that one. He wanted that one so bad. And now the Astros have the lead 3-2. And the first pitch to Corey Julks is outside for ball 1. So 2 solo home runs for the Astros, including a potential game winner for Mauricio Dubon, who scuffled at the plate today. Next one, way outside. It gets away, and the count's now even at 1-1. He leaned into that one, and Tony Kemp knew he had no chance to get it. Next one to Julks is swung on and fouled out of play, and the count's now 1-2. Would love for the Astros to get some more, but now how big is that caught stealing? Because it's only a 1-run lead for the Astros when it potentially could have been a 2-run lead. But they get a run across here in the 9th on their second solo home run of the day. And the 1-2 to Julks is way inside. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. Second batter hit by a pitch. this afternoon, as Jokes walks down to first base, and that brings another meeting on the mound. As Smith is allowed a home run, he hit Jokes with a pitch. And Kyle Tucker now heads to the plate. Tucker is 1 for 3 with a base on balls this afternoon. A single, a walk, a stolen base. And he's hitting .303 on the year. We'll have one for you tomorrow, and it'll be the Lone Star Series, the Rangers and the Astros. Want to see how good these Rangers really are. 8:10 is the pitch time, and we'll be up at 10 minutes to the hour. Here's a strike to Kyle Tucker, and the count is 0-1. Boy, you would love to have some momentum going into this game and get the lead down to 2 games for the Astros, trailing the Texas Rangers. They have trailed the Texas Rangers all year, and it's a 3-game set. Next one, way outside, and the count's now even 1 ball, 1 strike to Tucker. With 2 out, a run home on the home run by Mauricio Dubon, who was 1 for 5 on the afternoon. And that one is a big one. And you would love Tucker to provide a little bit of insurance. Runner at first and 2 down. And the pitch on the way is outside. It's 2-1. Fifth hit of the afternoon for the Astros, and it's a big one. A go-ahead home run by Mauricio Dubon. Next one, low, 3-1 to Kyle Tucker. And Smith may be working his way out of the game. Orioles and Phillies at 6:40 tomorrow on Play-by-Play with JJ. He'll have the call there. So go subscribe to his channel if you haven't done so already. 3-1 the count, and the pitch on the way is swung on and fouled out of play to the left, and the count is now full at 3-2. I think this is going to be my final Sunday night baseball broadcast. I have a few reasons for that, so I'm going to move the baseball cast to Monday. And that will begin tomorrow. The payoff pitch to Tucker. Swung on, smashed to second. Geloff up with it. He'll toss it to first. That's in time, and the inning is over. But the Astros grab the lead on a home run by Mauricio Dubon. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Astros have the lead for the first time, 3-2. We'll come back and finish it off after this. the bottom of the ninth. Abreu now pitching for the Astros as they try to close it out. Brian Abreu making his 48th appearance, 46 in the third innings pitch, a 2.72 ERA. He's walked 19, struck out 69. The next one is outside. He has 2 saves in 6 attempts, and he'll try to save this one. Mauricio Dubon has put the Astros in front 3-2. Next one, way outside. It's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Jace Peterson. So 7, 8, and 9 due for the A's here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Peterson 0 for 3 on the afternoon. And the 2-1 pitch is bounced foul, first base side. And the count is now full. The count's even, I beg your pardon, at 2-2. We're back tomorrow with the Rangers and the Astros in the Lone Star Series and a chance for the Astros to grab first place in the West. The 2-2 pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 called. 1 down in the inning. So 1 up, 1 down. Jace Peterson finishes 0 for 4 on the afternoon. That was a bit outside, but the home plate umpire rung him up. So 1 up, 1 down to Jordan Diaz. Diaz has some power. The pitch on the way is popped up behind the plate, first base side. First baseman under it, shielding his eyes, makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. That's Kessinger at first base. 1 out to go for the Astros. So a strikeout and a foul out to Aledmys Diaz as Cole Johnson has joined. Got an announcement for you coming at the tail end of the game. Aledmys Diaz 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch, and he pops up foul out of play for strike 1. And Cole, I hope you're listening. Tomorrow we'll have the first of the big series between the Rangers and the Athletics. Should the Astros hold on here, they'll have a chance with a sweep to grab first place in the West. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. And the A's are down to their final strike. Brian Abreu trying to shut the door and get his 3rd save, and the win would go to Hector Neris. Abreu comes set, looks in, gets his sign. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss! He did indeed shut the door. 2 strikeouts in the 9th inning, and the A's go quietly in the 9th, and the Astros do indeed get 3 out of 4. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Your final score, the Astros 3 and the Athletics 2. We'll come back and wrap it up after this on Sunday Afternoon Baseball. All right, your final score is the Astros 3 and the Athletics 2. Final totals on the board look like this for the Houston Astros, who pick up their 56th win of the year. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 9 left on base. For the Athletics, who led twice by a run, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 on base. Hector Neris is the winner. And the save goes to Brian Abreu, his third, who retired the side in order in the bottom of the 9th inning. Rangers actually won today, so it's going to be a chance for the Astros to tie the Rangers. They got to sweep them, though, in order to do so. So we hope that you enjoyed this broadcast this afternoon. And for personal reasons, and this is nothing negative. This is nothing negative. I don't like all the base runners left on base either. I don't. I thought after the first inning, Cole, that it would be a huge missed opportunity. They had 2 of them, one in the first and one in the 7th, where they left runners on base. They left a total of 9 on base. Some of those runners had to get home, but Mauricio Dubon gets our SeatGeek Player of the Game with the game-winning home run that came in the top of the 9th inning. That turned out to be the game winner as the Astros beat the Athletics 3-2. Tomorrow, we will jump our coverage from Sunday to Monday, and this is something that I want to do, and I figured I already have a loaded plate on Monday. Going to add that to it. So tomorrow we'll have the beginning of the big three-game series between the Texas Rangers and the world champion Houston Astros. The first pitch set for 8:10 Eastern Time. We'll go up at 5 minutes to the hour with the BetUS.com pregame show. And I want to thank my wonderful executive producer, Cole Johnson. Our co-producer is Jody Snow. And thank you to everyone that tuned in this afternoon. If you like what you hear, like, subscribe, and share on the YouTube channel. And check us out on snowmanmultimediasports.com. My time is up. Hope you enjoyed it as we enjoy bringing it to you. Your final one more time. The Astros 3 and the Athletics 2 in our final Sunday afternoon baseball broadcast of the year. Going to move our baseball coverage to Monday. And tomorrow on the show, on Snowman in the Morning, I'll explain why. Snowman in the Morning comes your way 10 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern Time. And the Brian Snow Show comes your way at 4 Eastern Time. Hope you all enjoyed it as we enjoy bringing it to you. Have a great night. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you all are too. I am out of here. I will see you all tomorrow on Snowman in the Morning. So long, everybody.